Well, hello everybody, it is FRC once again, and we're back after a quite short winter break, we would say. And it's time for the preseason testings at Turkey at the Istanbul International Circuit. And today we have three commentators, as these commentators are me, Ruspro,
Blake Moore. We got Palzer, who is on mute right now. Palzer, we're starting.
Yes, I know. Hello, everyone. I'm the new commentator of the FRC.
so now there are going to be three of us, and we're beginning the first preseason testings day quite shortly. So we've got some new drivers, some drivers transfers, and also some changes in the teams.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Also, let's have a look at the weather conditions.
And looks like it's going to be an interesting day today at Istanbul, as it is going to be raining for the whole session. Well, these are going to be some interesting conditions, as we're just about to begin the first uh, testing day of the 2012 season.
This is an interesting track. Precinct is a track because we could have gone for Barcelona, but some officials have insisted us that we go to Istanbul Park instead.
Yeah, and we're just about to begin the session. And the drivers have 1 hour to uh, just drive around this fantastic Turkish circuit with the brand new cars. And and I guess we can also discuss some transfers that happened at the winter break.
So let's go to the first team. Ferrari, they retain the lineup of Daniel Fraser and Max Mittler for 2012. The Brit and the Welshman are partnering the Ferrari for the Italian-based team.
Well, the next team is probably going to be HRT, as one of the drivers is now making it into the track. The stream is quite laggy, and yeah, actually we know it. So they completely changed their lineup. As we're starting from the Formula Renault driver in 2011, it is Jacob Horlicker. Well, he had a nice season, and not just nice, he finished second, just 1 point behind Kei Kitifan, who is sadly or not, but not competing this season. And the second driver for the Spanish team is Fernando Tost, who was racing for Williams last season. So that's an interesting lineup by HRT.
The new driver from we got the newest driver on the grid, Nicholas Johansson, who is now driving the Toro Rosso team, and his last job was for the WEC Audi.
Yeah, actually, I don't know why, but for some reason Nicholas is in the Toro, so I just don't know why. Well,
I don't know why the Toro Rosso team decides to sign up with Toro Rosso, but it's
no, I
a
mean,
gamble, I guess.
no, I mean, like, isn't he from Zauber or something?
No, he was from Audi on P1.
No, I'm talking about the 2012 lineups.
Honestly, who cares? Let's just
Yeah,
let's
that's
let's
true.
let's just move on to big transfers we actually give. Damn.
And that's one of the drivers who moved into the top team of 2011. But we still don't know how Mercedes is going to perform in 2012. As it is, the Force India driver from 2011, Jafar Blackwood, is now racing for Mercedes.
And we have Fritz Haller, which is another rookie.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he's at Williams. Lol.
Low XD.
I literally have no idea. Because seriously, he's from Toro, so well, I guess we screwed on the first test day, but just let's don't care. We don't care.
Don't care.
Oh, well. Okay.
We have Alex Mixer. He was the first to take a stand driver in F1. I don't know, mate. Ethan Pisalik.
Also making his debut in F1 with
The test
the
driver.
Force India team.
And we was the test driver last season for Force India. So it's Özkan, who made a surprise move to Sauber, even though he did pretty well for Toro Rosso in the first half of the season, of course. Erkelang Halabuse.
The 2011 Australian Grand Prix winner, and now she's driving for Force India. And also, probably the most unpredictable driver of the winter break is the British driver Jake Tilsley, moving onto Red Bull, onto the Champions team. What was that?
I have no idea.
No
Well,
idea.
you have no idea. Oh, we got a yellow flag at the
And
hairpin.
this...
Oh, it's
that's
Idiot!
idiot.
Oh,
Goes off the track there. I don't know what's happened. Oh, did he just gone off by himself?
and it was the throttle problem.
Well, the Lotus that they're not having a good start to the season. Oh, and it just gone to the gravel.
Is it?
Just bang into the wall.
Well, that's not how he wanted to start the season with the new team.
He's got out the car. It hasn't even set a lap time, so that's even worse. So, and let's just get that valuable information.
Yep. As we see now, I think it was Daniel Fraser in the leads with the time of 1:36.127, and
Max Mittler immediately stole that time before 1:36.07.76. The Welsh driver who missed out the championship twice. Hopefully this season third time's the charm for him.
sorry about that. I was just having some technical difficulties with my microphone.
You know. Minikov is another driver from the Middle Asia in F1 this season.
because now Jacopo Olaker goes into 11th in brute. Still about half a second slower than Miffler.
But still, that's a surprising result for HRT, even if they scored a lot of points last season, unlike in 2010.
Especially the first race of the season, Australia.
Yep. Oh, and they are just coming out of the garage with a fixed wing on the back now. As we see as well. Yep. Fix his wing. The Lotus team they pretty much fixed the wing very fast. Managed to bring him out once again for another session, another stint.
As we have something like a battle between Abovich and Martinez. Abovich makes a slight mistake there into these quite fast corners, and he's not going to improve on this lap surely. As we have the Williams of Benji Rushton on 3rd place.
Because of the block as well, and with all those things, that kind of cost him a lot of time through that section of the track.
Also Roston, and also Benji's doing really well in his first outing for the Williams team so far. He's in third and he just came from BTCC, so this might be an interest. So Williams might have an interesting driver on their hands.
Yeah, Bob Nuts, as you can see now there, and Fraser just goes into the starting line and didn't improve that much time. Martinez as well, 137, 127, still not enough, and about a second away from Smithler.
Durrelli has gone third.
Fraser, meanwhile, he still looks to have another lap on his back.
So now we have some new personal bests from Fernando Tost and another rookie, Paracelos, the Brazilian driver, as he's going to be racing for Caterham this season.
Most of the back markers, the back market teams changed their lineup last season.
And basically all of them changed the lineups completely. So we have Hanebus improving but still staying on P19, Armin up into 5th.
Ahead of his Slavic teammate from Russia. Martinez, he's still trying to find a way to get grips to the new Caterham, because he was in a decent car last season, but he got outed by his test driver Lithium Pasalic, Germany. So this might be a tough season for Martinez.
Oh, and
We got an
then
engine
fire at
blowout.
the back. It is Abovich with another engine failure, as it happened last season at pre-season testings at Istanbul. And then we had about 10 or 15 minutes yellow flags.
Oh, that's gonna be a big one as well. I think he just even going back to the garage? No. He's gonna park it on the side of the track.
Right up to the marshal's post, and the Mercedes engine is on fire. So,
Yep.
Mercedes looks at the Mercedes base team, and McLaren needs to watch out for this engine problem. This might be a minor issue. They can.
Yep, and they got a crane going up there.
But it's an invisible crane.
And we have another yellow flag, as it is another Renault Lotus.
And that is Santino Andreoli going off the track. Is it for another throttle problems here for the Lotus that they experience?
Yes.
No, it is, and transmission problem as well. So
It looks
definitely
like
the
looks like the Lotus have loads of transmission problems.
yeah, and also the same problem that they occur with, I think it was,
I think it was Adam Hidiot.
yeah, same goes with Hidea's problem as well. So I think Lotus are probably gonna need a lot of works on the throttles and maybe a little bit of transmission as well as being experienced by Andrioli.
Make off only improves on his time in P15.
And we have some drivers beaten like Vucic Armin with his interesting helmet of Valtteri Bottas from the American Grand Prix of
Okay.
2021. And another yellow flag. This time it is
Perfect for the
Mercedes.
Isling going south. Was it? Okay, let's have a look at people. Oh, it's another transmission
Problem
and
again.
throttle problems. So I think the drivers, I think they suffer a lot from these kind of problems that I'd probably say it may be a regular occurrence for these drivers that they will experience. And look at that side pod as well, that's just broke.
Yeah, just got taken out. What happened to Berthas? Hand.
And we got some green flags again. So the drivers can improve on their lap times, like Jake Delsey, who is already 3/10 of a second faster than Daniel Fraser after the middle sector, as he's now completing the final sector of the track. And that's a fantastic improvement by a British driver, as it is just his first session with the brand new Red Bull car. Down the main straight he comes, and I think it's going to be P1. And actually it is.
135.
Yeah, that's impressive.
A tenth, so 165 milliseconds faster than Daniel Fraser's time.
As he's now down to second, and another Ferrari of Max Miller is now located on third. As we also got a nice comeback by Adam Hidayat, who is now on fourth. With Santini Andreoli, another Lotus on fifth.
Yeah, finally, that sets him up to he just goes up fourth. But Nick Tildesley, quite very impressive performance here for Red Bull.
Despite all the pressures, you know. Yes, he was Sauber last year. Oh, now he's got one of the biggest teams in motorsport right now.
And as we know, Red Bull just loves to sign some interesting contracts, like we had last season with Bagus, who raced with Sauber, and
And Gabriel from HRT.
and both of them succeeded that season and brought Red Bull the first constructors championship title. Well, let's see if Jake Chelsea is going to be as successful as Yuri Gabriel last season. as the Brazilian decided to retire after his home race at Brazil. And probably now the track conditions are getting worse as absolutely nobody improves on their lap times. And probably a bit later the drivers are going to switch to the full wets.
It's a wet
It's,
lap times one.
Yeah, pretty much. I think they're on intermediates right now. I think they probably might have to go to wets at this point. As you can see, a lot of rains coming down towards the Istanbul Park circuit here.
There's like only like 338 temps off from the North Centre sector, so that's how the rain is really chucking it down.
But looks like only Abovic is improving right now as he's now on P8. And he set the lap time of 1:36.257.
So also the top 6. So the top 18 is really close. Look at it.
You have 19 drivers in just 1 second.
Someone's going to P4.
And probably now we should talk more about the calendar that we've got for the 2012 season.
So for this season we took out Valencia for Istanbul Park because it produces really good races. Instead of Valencia, remember we tried that once in 2010, and it was dull. It was so dull, in fact, that we legit skipped the race.
Yeah, that's true. And also we got a new Grand Prix in the calendar. It is the United States Grand Prix, as the race is going to take place at Texas at Circuit of the Americas.
And obviously replacing Abu Dhabi because that race was just completely atrocious.
Yes, it was a chaos, but sadly in a bad way. All other Grand Prix are kept in the calendar, as hopefully Barcelona is finally going to have the race at probably we're finally going to have a race at Barcelona, and as we see, Aditya Bagos puts full wets on his Red Bull.
And also we're just doing the I mean we're using the MotoGP layout for Barcelona because we just figure out the chicane layout was a little bit too boring. So yeah.
He pretty much killed the racing as well because you really couldn't do anything when you go into the chicane. So I think the only option is just go on the one layout that it doesn't have the chicane, which is the MotoGP layout of Catalonia. As we see now, the Yamahas are having a little side-by-side action with the Caterham there, but Salos.
And that's interesting how the Red Bull and the McLaren are trying to overtake Caterham at wet conditions.
Yep,
But Abramovich still has his intermediate zone compared to the Caterham and the Red Bull.
I think still, yeah, but you could see the time difference there. 3.2 seconds of being blocked by the Caterham. He's a little bit frustrated there, I think. And obviously he's now going to pass through the final straight.
But anyways, Aditya is going to pit now. And
yep, he is obviously going to go to the pits.
Abramovich as well.
Yep. And Salos, starting his flying lap for the Caterham. Now, to turn 1 was fine, then just rounds off the corner. You have to be a little bit aggressive through turn 2 now. Through turn 3 he goes. As a full stream, and then getting a little bit tight here, turn 4, and then down to turn 5. You see Salos a little bit struggling with the wheels and the tires, as the weather is not really doing any favors, I would say. Down to turn 6 now, and then into turn 7 he goes. A little bit slow here. Just going to the apex right and coming off really near the throttle, and then into this very long 4 apex of turn 8 that have becoming a signature of this track. And blast it down through another straight, and it will face another chicane here at turn 9 and 10. This is a little bit tight, but I think he's gone low. It's a little bit slow there. Through turn 9, goes to another straight. Up into turn 11. Goes full stream, nothing to worry about. But just watch out that you could maybe going really wide there in turn 11 and to turn 12. Very tight. A hairpin there as turn 13, and then rounds off turn 14 here, blasted down towards the front stretch of the track. As we see now, as this time's a lot the time's a lot worse because of the weather is getting worsening, and he gets a 140.515 for that.
And that's the lap of the Istanbul Park. Thanks for the analysis.
Yeah, no problem there.
Yeah, okay. Anthony hasn't even improved on this time. Yeah, the weather was legit gonna taking a toll on the cars, but I think it's a good thing because we might have a may have a wet race in this season, maybe in Silverstone or even Istanbul Park for that matter. It's good for the team. So it's good for the teams to have some data.
Yeah, I think it would be good.
I'm gonna finish your sentence.
Well, I think that it really brings up a lot of the data of these guys. They have usually in the preseason testing we usually have maybe it could be a full dry day of preseason test, so it could be full wet uh, session. But this one is a lot different. It's like dry and then it goes into wet session. So it's a lot of dynamics towards this session. But I think the teams and drivers, they will gain a lot of information about the tires and the aerodynamics, what they have been developed with the cars and all that stuff.
So, what's your predictions for this season? Obviously, talking to.
Well, probably we're going to have a new champion, probably it's going to be Abovish or Magnus once again, but let's hope that the season is not going to be very boring and we're going to have a title fight to continue until the last race of the season, so it is going to be very interesting, I guess.
And also Max Mittler has lost the championship twice to Bagus and Abovic. Do you think third time's the charm for him?
Well, I think he has a lot of chances this season also, as he's a very strong fighter. As we know, he can fight through the field just to get as much points as he can, as we've seen a lot of times last season. So I hope that he will be fighting until the end.
And what do you think is? Give me your opinions on some of the drivers that are just come into come into F1.
Well, probably the only driver I can give an opinion about is Jacob Horliher, as we know by his 2011 season at Formula Renault, where all the drivers were really close to win the title, but
Yes, six. Oh yeah, I forgot. It was six drivers that were competing for the title for.
but only one of them made it into Formula One.
It's legit. It's legit like down. No, it's legit down to to if teams actually give two yappers about it. I'm not allowed to say a swear word on stream, guys, because this is YouTube and it's meant to be family friendly. Nearly always until that one Swedish dude comes along. Anyways, Holika, he was so close to winning the title, Formula Renault, but he got picked up by HRT. But Kai Kittifan didn't even get a seat this season, but he was about to get a seat, but then he got stolen at the last minute by Mixer or Karnikov, or which one? Wait, which one is? Oh yeah, Karnikov. Karnikov.
I think it was. I think it was
minute.
Musa Karimov.
Imov. I can't even spell the name. I have to localize the name.
It looks like the rain has gotten a bit lighter, so now we can see a bit more of the track, and more things outside the circuit itself, like the hills. This
Yeah,
rainy
and
day at
endless grey.
Istanbul,
Endless grey.
but it is still raining, and probably the rain will continue throughout the next half of an hour. So the drivers are beaten again, probably for the intermediates when the weather gets better. But now we can see the skies are getting more clear, and yeah,
Rainfall starting to get a little bit more or less frequent. You can see the hills. I bet it's really raining at the really raining near the turn 8 area compared to like turn 1.
let's see if the drivers are finally going to be improving their lap times. As
So
now
that's
we can
long, so that long, that long and painful stint of rain.
As now we can finally see more further from this onboard camera, all the city, all the forest side of now.
Good day, mate. Right. Japan Salos is starting his lap time. The catering.
Let's see if he's going to be faster.
But he's using full wet song compared to the drivers he's using intermediates.
Definitely the skies are a lot clearer now. I think the rain has stopped, I think.
And you can see a little bit patches of rain, but it's a more clear into the sky, so you can see more of the of Istanbul.
Yep. So I think that the rains might have stopped, but the track's still wet, so like pretty soaked up, I would say.
3 seconds off is Tildesley's time.
Hello?
I think we can tell that from Hatred, but that's really slow. I think another person just joined this booth here.
Yeah, now there are 5 people there.
Yeah.
People, I think it's a little
I think like the main group, and one of them is speaking their foreign language like a German one, and the other Scottish one, I think. God.
I don't think that the drivers think that. I mean, we could obviously okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I would say never mind. So yeah, so we're just gonna have a look at Paracelsus. Still
Oh,
can't do anything. They're 10 seconds slower
that's a lot.
than the pole time.
That's that rip.
It's a big rip.
And I think the drivers should go for the intermediates now.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, probably it's probably the time for the intermediate tires there. I think everybody's still on wets. I think.
Mix Haller and wait, who is it in the other pits again? Because I kind of forgot. Oh, shit, who was in my? I should just hit my table.
What?
Never mind, his stream
I
is
just
just
hit my
black for
table.
me.
Also, and also, God, also Benji, I think I forgot to mention, you're legit live streaming on YouTube, buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Am I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I stream on YouTube, man. I do just come in.
Congratulations, you are
No.
famous now.
Congratulations.
Yep. So I think one of our drivers joined.
Oh no, he's just laughing. Oh god.
Little funny moment here. So I mean, see, we could bring him for the
Kentucky.
postseason. Yeah. We could bring him back to for the interview of the guy that.
Of prison testing.
But I don't think it's probably the time that we can talk to him now. So
Yeah. He's probably driving the he's probably in the pit box right now.
yep. So we're now about half a session has been done, which is yeah, very fast here. So Jake Tildesley still in the lead with the fastest lap time 1:35.895. But I think that just because that you have the fastest car, that doesn't mean you going to have a good season ahead of you. I think there could be some mishap.
Yeah, exactly, Palzer, because the two races were unpredictable because Ozcan took pole position twice in a Toro Rosso.
Yeah. And I think it's
So-
obviously very unpredictable with the league, with
Yeah.
the car regulations as well.
At least we have you know. Oh,
Oh, and I think Lefebvre
another guy just left. Okay. Goodness. This is starting to get so this Protic, this is starting to get a little bit laggy on mics, and okay, never mind. So fix itself now. Wait, I just forgot. K-Trimmer actually has QPR as its sponsor. If you actually look on the barge board, going up round now,
Yeah, I think so.
and there's QPR's badge. So this might Patel might have a chance to have an Arsenal sponsor for next season GP2. I bet most of my viewers don't even understand the reference. Let's move on.
And still everybody is testing their cars with the wet tires. With the full wets.
I don't know why hasn't nobody even gone for like intermediates yet.
Maybe it is still not that dry yet. And it's another problem for Adam
Again.
Hidayat.
Another
That's
problem, and this time he broke the wheel as well. He broke a wheel now, so I think probably the throttle problem again. Yep.
yeah.
Oh, it's even more.
And
So-
Engine as well.
Three
Engine
in
problem
one.
as well. So
Yeah,
that's
but
three problems in one car now for Adam Hidayat.
So, yeah, this is definitely a situation that Lotus needs to sort out for tomorrow, and after that, we'll be starting a new season in Australia. So they need to fix that. He needs to fix that problem really quickly as soon as possible.
Yep. But I mean, they're probably gonna have to work for, well, I think overnight maybe to fix. I mean, they could fix the car really fast or just straight up, but to stay in the garage and work with the car overnight. I think.
just to get the car working. There's Max Mittler.
As he's now pitting, hopefully for the new set of intermediates.
Yeah, mostly everyone did go. Everyone mostly intermediate, I guess.
But no, Monza decides to stay with the wet tire compound.
Yeah, and also, I'm having to give him look at his camo helmet yet because he's using the base one. Yeah, he had some mistakes, so I think it could be sorted out tomorrow. But alright, Chabaco, we'll have your helmets fixed soon, probably. Right.
Yeah, the same as some drivers being messed up. Talking of the lineups, like Fred Solar instead of Toro Hayes and Williams, and the same problem for Nicholas Johansson who replaces him. Probably that's some plan between Toros and Williams just to swap the drivers for this testing day. But anyways,
Another yellow flag.
oh, and that's another
Oh no,
engine
he's
failure.
pushing the sound driver of a mixer.
Oh, that's a big engine blown there for the Toro Rosso driver. And I think it's probably the same problem as Hidayat, I think. Yep. Well, transmission, engine, and throttle.
Marshall's being brave. He took out the. I think
The
he took out-
marshals, they don't. He doesn't even get a fire extinguisher.
He's
But
pushing it to the invisible crane, which is going to
but obviously in real life, obviously you need a fire extinguisher to extinguish the fire. Obviously. So I think yep.
And the fighter just petered
And
its
I think
out because of the
that's
rain.
another
Oh,
Another
Jafari
one.
Blackwood. I think that's on it. Oh, I think probably the same problem again, doesn't it? Oh. Yep. This time it's not throttle, it's suspension. You see that on the right side
Yeah.
of the tire, it just banks out. And he crashes again.
Also, funny enough, this is the same place where Daniel had his crash last year. Before the Hungarian decides to retire from F1 before Daniel got replaced by Jafari Blackwood.
And I think the sky is getting a lot darker, getting darker once again. I think the rain might come back. Might make a little comeback here.
Heavy rain.
Yep, I think yeah, it's a lot of heavy rain.
the vision from the TV camera has got even worse as it was in the first half of the session, as you have still 24 minutes to go. And looks like nobody's going to be improving for 40 minutes straight from minute number 11, I think.
Wait,
Is, honestly, who was idea to just to pre-season testing on a rainy day? I mean, it's a good idea for the teams, but we won't see any improvements now, do we?
But at least
well, I honestly don't see. I mean, it's still raining. Think that probably nobody is gonna improve their lap times at all. So unless if the rain stops again,
Or either the team actually comes to their senses and put the intermediates on.
well, I don't
Because-
think that the intermediates an option now.
Let me tell you something. Do you know this? Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? This kind of reminds me because most of the teams didn't actually fuel their cars in Suzuka. A10.
well. We'll see a little bit of interesting camera views there from camera off.
That's one cameraman. You should be given a pay rise.
Oh. So you can see that as the Sauber driver of Karimov just grounds a final quarter here. I think he's not even going to set a very good lap times yet. 1:35.895 is probably the best lap time for anyone in the session. As you see now, it's up about 9 seconds slower than the fastest lap time.
Hopefully tomorrow we get dry conditions tomorrow.
Yep.
Also, Fernando Toss has not been doing well for his new team. I mean, isn't that a little bit too obvious?
Well, considering that his teammate is on P15, I don't think that's a bad result. I mean, it's only recent testing, so I think he has to adapt to the car, and hopefully the season with the new team will be a good one for him.
Holocaust. Even a Holocaust as well. Yeah, there's no way that Smith little phrasing could, improve on the time because, I mean, it's raining really poorly right now. Eight seconds off. Wow, God, yeesh, that's gonna hurt.
That's interesting, but I think that we're having a practice for 50 minutes already, but we still have 20 more minutes to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because of the computer performance, but just no. Let's just continue the session.
Actually, we're meant to have 15. Well, we're meant to have like 5 minutes left because that's fortunately computer of Proteus is not the best. So yeah.
But anyways, we're just testing the stream, how it's going to work, like all the stuff like that. Not to have any mistakes in the actual season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting some 2010 Brazilian Grand Prix vibes. So we have a yellow flag and another problem.
This is far Blackwood again.
Right at the middle of the road.
This could end in one way or another.
Oh no. Yep, yellow flags, Jafari Blackwoods once again.
How do you lose this tire?
And yep, it's literally the same problem that he have with the other guys, except now he's got an engine problem as well.
Yeah, Mercedes needs to get their act together because, as well as Lotus.
Yep, and then bangs into the wall. Oh, he spins as well.
And hits the it also hits the cone on the inside.
Oh, and there we can see the wheel of the Mercedes
yeah.
driver. Let's see if it is not removed yet, as it is. And the road and the track is now clear.
Pushing it out of harm's way.
Basically, I think the marshal is gonna push the car very far through to the side of the marshal post as it's stuck on the track, stopped on track as well.
Also, when did marshals actually have Nike boots? But no, if you actually zoom in, he actually has Nike boots.
That's interesting.
Except Marshall's got that drip though. Oh god, I should shut up.
Oh
And
god!
another one.
It singles Johansson. And again, water leak, throttle, and transmission.
Could he make it back to the pits, or is he just have to pull it to one side? Just gonna
No.
pull it to one side. Hit the wall, bang.
A lot of yellow flags lately, yes, now we can finally see that the rain has got lighter a bit.
More fun.
But still no improvements. Oh.
Hopefully we get an interview, like...
Oh, and looks like the car of Jeffrey Blackwood is stuck on the crane. But no, now it's fine, and we get the green flags.
See, actually, Holoca actually having an impressive FP and day of pre-season testing. I'd say. Or am I just gonna jinx it?
You can do it if you want.
Oh no. No. If you actually jinx it, I will personally won't do anything. I will personally not do anything. Can't do anything.
Yes, also we have
Jinx
Version
it.
Russian
I-
P7.
Jinx it.
So no, nothing interesting happens on the track, just some drivers getting mechanical failures every 5 minutes.
Yeah. So that's why to subscribe this Demolition Derby. Oh god, this might end well. Oh, Fraser just backs off. Backers is on the lap.
As probably now we can see some battle between Hidayat and Fraser on the track. As
Finally, about the goddamn time.
well as the British driver will try to make a move on the Lotus. We have to get used to the Lotus as it is Lotus again, unlike the last season it was Renault.
It's confusing.
Yeah,
I prefer to call it Lotus because it's simpler.
I don't know, I'm already used to call it Renault.
I actually want to have like an interview. I actually want to have like a driver interview with somebody or someone. I don't know, mate.
Yeah, so probably if you're watching us right now, so you want to get interview, just, I don't know, join our Discord or just, I don't know,
Which
just
one
write
I
in
race
the chat.
stream. If anyone wants to have an interview with us, just join race streams on Discord. Will these drivers go on to intermediates? I mean, who knows at this point?
15 more minutes, but we know that they're going to last like 20 minutes. But anyways, we'll try to fix this performance problem until the second day of the preseason testing, so it's...
Oh my goodness me, we have oh my goodness me, we have so many viewers. We've got 6 viewers watching right now.
Oh, I thought
It's-
we have 4, but let me renew it. Yeah, we have 6.
Please don't tell me it's the oh please don't tell me it. Oh please don't tell me who do you think who it is.
I don't know. Probably me, you, Pausa, and Benji, Jay Tilsley, and I think also Daniel Fraser.
Yeah, and then it's just back down to 4.
But looks like now the lap times are improving a bit, as about 15 minutes ago we had the drivers being 10 seconds slower, but now it's only 8.5 tenths of a second. Now already 7.6 by Jake Tilsley. So I guess that makes some sense, as the track
That makes
gets
sense.
a bit drier, especially the racing line.
So I think Benji Joshua's in P13, right? Yeah, he is. Shikaman and Bobovic, the 2 Slavic drivers. This is a Slavic lineup for McLaren. I think McLaren might do okay this season, but they're not going to win anything. But they may have a go. So yeah.
And yeah, looks like Abush has his new teammate for the third season in a row. In 2010 he had Senior Kaka, in 2011 he had Beethoven, both of them retired, and the third one is Vucci Charmin.
Oh, no, wait, I don't think that was Senior Kaka was for. I think Senior Kaka was for Ferrari.
No, I think it was Kaka Boy, I don't know. I mean, they both are Kakas, so... just
We
like
got
that.
another yellow flag.
And somebody just...
Oh, they just spun.
Oh, and probably that's the first mistake which was not caused by mechanical failure. So that's it, the first mistake of the season, I think, or just of the testings. So congratulations, Aboba, you already achieved something this season.
Yeah. And also the first drift.
Yep. What a big off there. For
Yes,
Abramovich.
so I think
Oh,
Mazepin
I
award
think he
goes
was
to
Oh, please don't tell me he's going to be a stupid cheap before.
Oh,
Don't tell me he's going to drive again.
I think because of the lack of grip in the gravel trap as well. But I think he managed to come out. But look at that, the overcooked engine as well.
This is a problem for Holiker. He wants to get his lap times in for his team. The gravel trap's really hampering Abovovic.
That's how he was struggling with it. But as a result, he did not finish his session for now, as he made it out of the gravel trap, and now he continues his way but probably next time he will go into the pits after that mistake and probably killing the tires. And I think we're now streaming for about 1 hour.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy, but now we have to extend it for a couple more minutes because then we're gonna have interviews with drivers if they wanted to. Then if you want to have an interview with us, join the Discord link below, or either drivers, or either you join the race streams chat VC. I don't have to repeat myself, but still. There was the two big cars. Oh, Fraser's actually making a move on Bagus. Might be the first overtake of the season, and yeah, congratulations, Daniel Fraser. You just made the first overtake of the 2012 season of FRC. Give her a round of applause, give her a round of applause, Protsiuk, because he just made the first overtake of the FRC season.
Not sure that it was the first one, but still. Oh, and that's a mechanical failure for Bagus.
Oh no! You
no.
completely jinxed
And
it.
how
You just
many
completely
damage
jinxed.
that he got there? So he got the.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no, that's Daniel Fraser spinning out of the turn one as well.
You completely going back to your old ways, eh?
So here goes now Daniel Fraser. So I think coming to the braking corners at turn one. Oh, he locked up the brakes and spinning off into turn one. But then you also have to think about I think that was Atiabakis having a problem, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Yep, transmission problems.
Especially on the right side, so he's gonna park up near like
Yep.
Arsenal post.
I'm not sure.
Going.
Not sure if he's going to make it into the pits, but he already has some blue flags shown, and yeah, he just stops the car and of course crashes into the wall.
Oh!
Okay.
Well, he
Well,
could have
fuck you.
stopped.
How does it feel to be jinxed?
Well,
Still, that's a really big impact from Bagus.
yep, he just stopped the car again, and then the marshal's pushing off the car off to the marshalling post and probably get the cranes out to get the car back to the crews and so that they can work on the cars again. Yeah, another issue there for the Red Bull team to fix it. As we see now, Liverpool Pasadic just stuck right behind the HRT of Toss. I think also as well they might have some issues.
But anyways, Pasalic is going to pit now, and the next rival for Fernando Tost is probably going to be Jafari Blackwood.
Where I think that yep, here we go. So Liverpool Pasadic now down the inside into turn 9. Oh. Even the wet pass is still doing pretty decently with that. This is a preseason testing we're talking about, so as hello, comment in the in the live chat, Benji's asked that what happens. I think he's probably referring to Diabaga's incident and also Daniel Fraser's as well.
It looks
I
like
think,
everybody's pitting.
yeah,
Just
I
absolutely
think
everybody.
everybody's pitting.
Fully
9 minutes
hoping
left
for
in the point.
intermediates. Then we can have then we can have lap times going in and out.
Probably
Yeah.
like in
Well, let's see if we're going to get some inters. 'Cause absolutely everybody is just pitting right now. And is it going to be intermediates? Is it going to be the intermediates? Let's see, but now we have Smitler who is staying out, and Miha is also staying out with Adam Hidayat. But looks like no, Pagos is still running on full wets.
My two teams really like those wet tires.
Let's go, we have a Caterham trying to overtake a Gotham Red Bull.
Didn't work.
Unsuccessfully, but they were still side by side, so that's something.
Yeah. And one.
And also Benji asks us he was when he has been last out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And,
the same.
And yeah, currently he's in P7.
Nobody improves, so probably it's his final position.
We have a straight up for the intermediate guys, yeah?
Again, looks like Rosette Martinez was running a long stint of 10 laps, so you can see by the fuel. He has got as probably as usually when the drivers leave their garages, they have about 12 liters of fuel, but now he has only 3.5.
Tomorrow, this is that I can't believe. Apparently, it's very interesting how. Saying it was very interesting how Toro Rosso and one's going to switch drivers for tomorrow.
That was an interesting drivers change between Toro Rosso and Williams.
Between
Between Johansson and Holler. Holler is on P19 and Johansson is P13.
So is so for now is Johansson going to be in Williams tomorrow compared to Allaire? Minutes left of this pre-season testing.
Probably we're going to have some battles on track right now, as yeah, just nothing else can make the session more interesting. And then the yellow flag, it's Musa Karimov in the wall. Well, it was a huge impact to the car, I think, as he collided with the wall. Oh, there was a lot of car damage. And as we have just nothing to talk about at the moment, let's just mention that the custom helmets are back for this season.
Yeah, we had it for season 2, but since Proto got his new computer, he decided to use the base helmets.
And you see that's Karimov stuck. I think it was at the entry of through the turn 4, I think. Or actually, it's turn 3, I say. That was a big crash there.
The car keeps moving, probably Musa just wants to continue the race. Well, but looks like there are no marshals around to help him and to remove the car from the track, as we have 3 more minutes of the session. Looks like he's trying to go backwards. In such a dangerous part of the track.
Yeah.
And as we can see, the drivers have to be really aware in there. They also have to try to avoid the mess on the inside of I don't know, yeah, for the corners. So yeah, I think it's already the session over with this crash of Musa Karimov. So probably the session should be red flagged.
2 minutes remaining.
So basically nothing else is going to happen now, but only Litmin having a battle with Miha for the position in this virtual race. Maybe, but yeah, that was an easy pass by the rookie with the Mick Schumacher 2021 helmet. And we still have the yellow flags. Yeah, 1 minute left. So guys, what do you think of this first session of the season?
I think the first couple of minutes it was good, but the rest of it, it's a bit pain.
Yeah, that's right, as the weather just made a difference. But also, let's not forget that the drivers are just having their first laps around the circuit with the new car, as it is still not a qualifying session, it's still not an official session, I would say, just some laps, not some, but about 27-30 laps with their new cars. So I guess now we have to take a look at the results of the session, as the last improvement on the personal best was 50 minutes ago, I think. And yes, Tilsley is on top of the um, standings, with Fraser second and Smittler third. And that's it.
That's the end of pre-season testing day 1.
Day one, and I think that nobody's gonna improve on that time. Like nobody is probably gonna improve it. So it is Jake Tildesley who will take the fastest man on track for the preseason testing day one.
That was interesting, as also we could find some weak spots in the cars of each team, like the we had a lot of engine transmission problems in our first testing day. So now the mechanics know what to work with, as we got another problem for Rosetta
We got
Martinez.
two. I think I saw two cars that had gone off the track. So that's Martinez. I think probably the engine problems. I think. And who was the other guy? I think I saw it was I think Toro Rosso. I think.
I think it was Albert.
So I was already stuck there for a while. So I think
Yeah.
he probably stuck there for a while. So I think that's probably the term that I'm looking for. I guess so. But still,
Whoever kind of just ruined the experience.
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Still, could be worse. Are we ready to stop the? Alright, we're ready to. Do we have time for interviews? Anybody? No?
I guess Benji left a couple of minutes ago, so probably just nobody
Yeah.
to join us.
Yeah, Benji's not gonna join
He's
us.
probably not gonna join us, but
Alright, let's.
So before we finish the stream, probably we should review the results of the first testing day.
100%. Never mind.
Oh.
And
well,
let's
speaking of
go.
which, Ben,
Hello?
Ben has come
Okay.
to the commentary booth.
Okay, let's do the results first. So let's do the results first, and then we can do the interview, right?
Okay, so the Red Bull driver of Jake Gasly is on top of the standings today, with two Ferraris behind, Fraser and Smittler. P4, a nice result for a debut with McLaren for Vucci Charmin. P5 Adam Hidayat, he had some problems today, but still a nice result with this time it's Lotus. P6 his teammate Santino Andreoli, and P7 Benji Rushton shown us fantastic performance and just 3 tenths behind Tilsley, the leader of the session on Williams, which is not the best car on the grid, of course. P8 Abovich, P9 Bagus, and P10 Berta Kieslin, the drivers who renewed their contracts for 2012. P11 Oskan, P12 Pasalic, a nice result for a rookie. P13 Johansson, who had spent his first session with Toro Rosso instead of Zauber, I think. P14 Martinez, then Horlica. On P16 we have Musa Karimov, then Blackwood, Miha, Holler, Erika Lebanekhanebusa, Fernando Tost, and on P22 last is Paracelsus. And now I guess it's time for the interview with Benji Rushton.
Okay, let's answer. Okay, let's go with the question. What question do you want to ask for Benji here?
Me?
Any takes? Right. Okay, I'm gonna go first. Okay, so Benji,
Yeah.
this is your first outing in a Formula One car. You just came from BTCC and you're ahead of Abovovic and Bagus. And also you got one of the best cars you can at your disposal, which is the 2012 Williams. And what do you think is going to shape up for you? Reggie? Reggie? What? Please don't tell me he left. It's just this.
I don't think he left for that.
He's still there, but I think he's just thinking of an answer for the question.
I guess so.
No pressure, eh?
Oh. Oh.
Well, on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end.
Anyways, thanks for the interview.
Okay, on that terrible bombshell, it's time to end. Thanks for watching the stream. If you want to join this league, the Discord will be in the link in the description of this piece in testing. And I'm also going to say thank you to Proctor Capalza for showing up here today, and Blake Moore.
I've been Pausa.
And Ross Pro.
And we'll see you tomorrow for Istanbul. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.